had a car accident? Stop. If you have been involved in a car accident, you will need to stop your car as soon as it is safe for you to do so. Failing to stop could result in a lot of problems for you. Most people need to stop when they have a car accident, and they may have no choice as to whether they can stop or not. However, if by chance you do have a choice as to whether you should stop, always stop. It doesn't matter how small the dent in your car is, you must come to a stop as close to the scene of the accident as you can, and without obstructing any traffic. If you decide to leave the scene of an accident, you could be charged. Hit and runs. In recent years, hit and runs have become more of a problem than they previously were, and we're going to explore this issue now. Who commits a hit and run? Some of those who commit a hit and run have done so because they were under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Others flee the scene because they have no driver's license and wish to avoid getting caught. Occasionally, those who have been involved in a hit and run have fled the scene because their license has been revoked or suspended, or they have traffic violations. There are also those drivers who decide to leave the scene because they either do not want to get their insurance company involved, or they are not insured in the first place. What to do if you witness a hit and run? If you witness a hit and run, you may want to get the license plate number of the offending vehicle and report the accident to the police. If you are able to take a picture with your cell phone, and you can do this safely, and not while you're driving, you may want to take a photograph of the vehicle and its license plate. The penalties for a hit and run. The penalties a driver can face for a hit and run can vary between states, and they can depend on the circumstances surrounding the accident. A penalty will be much greater if a driver has left the scene of an accident, and greater still if someone has been injured. In 47 states, it is considered to be a felony if you left the scene in which someone has died as a result of their injuries. If you damage an unattended car. If you damage another person's unattended car or their property, you will need to try to find the owner. If you cannot find the owner, contact the police and tell them about the incident. The police may not attend the scene of the accident if there has only been minor damage. In metropolitan areas, the police are unlikely to attend an accident if there has been no serious property damage, no injury, or no sign of a traffic violation. If the police are not going to attend the accident, write a note with your name, address, telephone number, and your insurance policy number along with your insurance company's name on it. Leave the note on the windshield of the car that was damaged, and then tell your insurance company. If you're the victim of a hit and run. Let's imagine you have been at work and you're about to get into your car that was parked in a public parking lot, and there is a dent in the side of the car. It looks as though the dent is going to cost quite a bit of money to repair, so what should you do? The driver who hit you has not left a note, so does that mean you're out of pocket? Not necessarily. If you have taken out an uninsured motorist's property damage insurance policy, you may be able to claim. However, you should check to see if there is a deductible on your policy. The deductible means that you will have to pay the first cost that the insurance policy covers, in other words, the cost of the repairs to your vehicle. If you do have a deductible on your policy, it may not be worth your while making a claim. This is because your claim may only come to $400, and your deductible could be worth $600. If you are covered by uninsured motorists coverage, you could be in luck. Get in touch with your insurance company and let them know that you are making a claim. If you have sustained an injury due to being involved in a car accident that was another driver's fault, please speak to a personal injury lawyer because you may have a personal injury claim.